Hi vibes, everybody. I'm actually out here on my break here. I just wanted to get on here and make a quick video for you guys on distractions. You know, a lot of times we try to go about our lives and do the things that we're supposed to be doing or things that we want to do, but it's hard. It can be hard at times. Especially when you have all these different distractions and different things going on. You know, um, if you're trying to get something done, there's always something that might come up like, okay, now I need more time or I can't do this. But you really got to take that time to look at it and be like, okay, is this really stopping me from doing what I'm doing? Is it really stopping me from growing, or is this distraction there to actually help me? Because you might be tempted. Let's say you just started a new diet and you're like, okay, I'm not going to do this. But then right when you start to go in, like, it actually eat that particular type of food, then something comes up and it's like, okay, now I don't even have time for that. That's actually a healthy distraction. That's a good distraction for you because it's stopping you from, going into that temptation. And there's a lot of those that go around. A lot of people like to focus on the distractions that stop you, but there's a lot of distractions that are actually there to help you. So when you start to pay attention to what's actually going on around you, you'll start to see that there's always something that will help you out. Whether or not you think it might be a distraction, you think it might be stopping you from what you need to do, but really and truly, it's helping you. It's helping you thrive. It's pushing you. It's making you stronger. So when you're going about your days and you're going about, work and everything, don't let all this stuff, like truly distract you and truly stop you from what you're trying to do. Because there's going to be things that are there to that adversity to try to get you off your game, try to get you not to be doing what you want to be doing. But you can't let that happen. You can't let that stop you. Just because you might get a little distracted, you got to reshift your focus back over. Don't let that stop you. I'm going to say that a lot in this video. Do not let those distractions stop you, because once you do, then you start going down another path to where, okay, now it's not just this one time. Now it's again and again and again, and you start a whole nother cycle. And you might not even have realized that you're beginning to even start that cycle. So, so just pay attention and be aware of what is actually going on. Especially if you're trying to focus on something and something's happening to like try to drive your focus away, pay attention, because you never know. You might have been actually thinking about something that relates to that, or you might have been thinking about something that, oh, okay, now that actually makes sense to why this is happening. So just make sure you stay aware of what's going on around you, and even if you are getting distracted and something stops you from here and there, don't let that stop you. Don't let it discourage you, because the more that you start getting into that oh man, I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Oh, this is happening. Oh, something's distracting me from doing this. Now you feel bad about yourself. You can't let that stuff make you feel bad about yourself. Just keep it in mind. Okay, this has happened. Where do we go from here? Take the time to see how you can actually use that situation to turn it into a positive. You don't want to have these experiences stop you from actually gaining growth and going along on your path. Oh, it's kind of windy outside. I hope you guys can hear me. But you have to keep going and keep striving to be even better. Keep striving to let these other things, help make you better. Okay, this time, it did distract you, but next time you're now aware of that distraction, and then you can really start turning up. You can really start getting your awareness on point, because the more that you start noticing what's going on around you, the easier it'll be for you to stay focused, for you to do the things that you want to do, to have the drive that you want to have. So don't ever let these things stop you, because you got to keep going. You got to keep pushing. Just because something has happened doesn't mean, oh, that's the end of it. Now it doesn't matter anymore. Like, I'm gonna go back to the diet thing. Let's say you have your diet, and you're like, oh man, now I got distracted and I'm eating this, just because you were hungry. Oh, now I'm gonna break my diet. Now I don't even have a diet anymore. Now you have let that distraction take over what you were trying to do. it really has distracted you. But if you had took that notice of saying, okay, no, this is trying to stop me from actually keeping my diet, so and then you took that, you did break your diet for a second, but you took it and you're like, okay, well, now I know when I start going this way, if this happens or that happens, I might just have to be strong, because you never know, spirit might be telling you something. So you have to, just stay aware of those types of things as well. Because as we go further on our path and in our life, there's always going to be things to distract us, because there's so much going on at any given moment. There's so much going on around you. And the more you raise your awareness, you'll start to notice these different things. But just because you're noticing these different things, don't mean that you have to let it actually stop you and distract you from your path, distract you from your goal, distract you from what you're trying to do, or maybe you want something you want to do. So I'm pretty much just gonna leave it at that. Just keep looking within, and don't let these distractions stop you, because there's a lot of them, and every time you give into it and you let it turn the course of whatever you had going, and then you let the distraction win. You let the distraction take over. You let the distraction take control. When not that you have control of everything, because you don't, but you do have control of the choices that you make, the decisions that you are doing, what are you actually deciding to do or trying to do. But I'm gonna leave it at that, you guys. High vibes, peace in and out, my full love.